Right, on this last problem, we're doing the same type of thing that we did before, but we want it to be the square root of 3 times AB. The square root of 3 is associated with a 30, 60, 90 right triangle. And a 30, 60, 90 right triangle comes from taking an equilateral triangle and cutting it in half. So if I cut this thing in half, here's my 30, 60, 90 right triangle, 60, my 30, here's my right angle. If this piece right here is AB, this part will be 2 times AB, and the one that I actually want is the length of the height, which is AB times the square root of 3. So I'm going to take my length, I'm going to double it up, I'm going to make it twice as long, and then turn that into an equilateral triangle. That construction is really easy, and then after that, just draw in the heights, and I'll have the square root of 3 times that AB. All right, so step 1, draw yourself a really long line here. Put a point someplace in the middle of it. And assuming that this compass is still set to AB, let's see. Yep, sure is. Put that right there on the center point. And put an arc there and one over here. I don't have to make the whole entire sad or smiley face or whatever. This is the length of my new segment. I'm going to stretch my compass from one side to the other side in order to make my equilateral triangle. Point on the left side. Pencil over here on the right side. Make an arc going up, about a quarter of a circle. Do the same thing in the opposite direction. If I connect this point of intersection to each of these pieces, that would make it an equilateral triangle. I don't need to do that. All I need to do is connect this top vertex point down to this midpoint down here, and now I've made my AB times the square root of 3. So if this length here is AB, then the distance on this 30, 60, 90 right triangle here would be AB times the square root of 3. So here's my point C and here's my point D.